How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of, Munich-style brown lager. That be Dunkel, son, up in this piece in the form of KC Beer Co. It is their Dunkel. Yeah, I should probably hold it that way, right? Or that way. That's the right way, right? Well, yeah, whatever. That way works. Whatever. You guys get what I'm laying down here. Yeah, this is sent to me by my boy Jesse. Where'd I put my little bottle opener? I got one right here. Yeah, he sent me off a bunch of these beers from this brewery, and I'm kind of pumped. The first one I drank out of this, they'll all go up at the same time, so first one I had from these guys was the Helles, and I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, poured this one a little bit more aggressive than I did the first one. Get a proper head on this sucker. And yeah, I mean, she looks pretty. She looks like a nice kind of rich, kind of toasty, roasty kind of glow to it, as it should. I mean, you know, Dunkels, you're kind of talking about when you're elevating from your kind of German beer styles, you know, you're talking about your kind of base, kind of Pilsner lager, moving up the chain, kind of going to your, get up the middle ground, I guess you would say for me, is your Dunkel. Just below that would be kind of your Helles. You kind of get around there, you start kind of elevating up a little bit more, getting your Baki area, and all the way up to your double box, stuff like that. So Dunkels are one of my favorite kind of chuggable beers, because what it does is typically gives me a lot of the notes that I would typically get with a big bock, even a doppelbock, but in a much more chuggable, drinkable fashion. So we'll see how this one sits. Label-wise, I dig it, and beer-wise, it looks the part. Yeah, kind of, you know, a little bit Marzen kind of Dunkel, kind of sitting around that kind of color you'd expect. Let's get a nose. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. There's not a huge hop presence there, a little bit of kind of herbal bittering done and done, but it's really about these kind of malts there. They come off a little bit roasted, a little bit toasted, a little bit bready, kind of getting a little bit kind of like kind of sweet bready. Not brains and bits and pieces of an animal sweetbreads, but I'm talking about some kind of like rich brown bread that has a little bit of sweetness to it. Not confectionery cake or anything like that, but it smells quite nice. Kind of virgining, dipping your toe into those kind of Baki, double Baki waters, but still a nice, hopeful, drinkable package. So yeah, roasty toasty, kind of what you'd expect from a nice kind of dark German lager. And yeah, a little bit of bittering on the end. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's giving me exactly what I want from this style of beer, which is that kind of Doppelbock-like kind of thing. It's weird because, what's the ABV? It's got to be like high fives? I don't know, 5 even better. Ooh, yeah, buddy. See, this is giving me that rich, toasted, buttered, darker bread, pumpernickel, kind of darker rye, kind of bread, kind of breadiness, for the lack of a better term. A little bit of sweet kind of confectionery butter, kind of caramelized, kind of, what do they call it, clarified butter kind of on that thing. It's giving you that kind of sweetness, richness, and that kind of breadiness, but in such a drinkable, chuggable package, because you're talking about a 5% lager. It's not a big beer by any stretch of the imagination. And it just comes off as rich, but drinkable. It's that cool trick you can pull off sometimes where you have a big robust, and this is a robust beer. Sure, it's not a 5C, 4C, 5C thick Imperial Stout with fucking marshmallow peeps in it thick. Or robust, but that robustness, when it used to actually kind of have a meaning, I guess you would say. It's not like a challenge beer. It has this kind of density to it, this richness to it, this heftiness to it, but at the same time, maintaining that softness, that rich, drinkability, the crispness that you would expect from a lager. You're getting the best of both worlds. Again, the bittering, not that big. You're probably getting equal amounts of bittering from maybe even a little bit of roast malt as you would from the hops. A little bit kind of tea tannic-like kind of bittering. Nothing too crazy. The malt's the star of the show here. It rings absolutely beautifully in a really well-done beer that drinks epically fucking clean and delicious. Honestly, this is probably one of, if not the best Dunkel I've had ever. I'm going, yeah, be honest with you. That's not pulling any punches. This is delicious, and I want all of it in my house right now. Yeah, let's cut to that chase. Is it? Yes, it's one of the best Dunkels I've ever had, so it is Mount Rushmore status. Value and availability, again, I hope this comes in cases. I hope this is less than $40 a case, because Actually, no. I hope it's expensive, so I don't have to go try to find some of it. I kind of want to keep myself from this beer because this is what I want to drink. Morning, noon, seasonal, doesn't matter. This is drinking beer for me. Give me a sixer of a Pilsner lager, of lighter in color, and then give me this as a second six-pack of something with a little bit more robustness. I am a happy camper. Bagged availability, like I said, I just want it, and I could repeat myself sometimes, so that happens. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like beer. Again, I think I'm going to say this a lot about this KC Beer Co. brewery, but I think if you like beer, you like this beer. If you don't like beer, you just... Yeah, you don't like this beer, you don't like beer. I don't know what else to tell you. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little Dunkel right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.